Well, thanks for joining us today. Now, Baymax, the movie's not even out yet, but now Baymax is already kind of on the cultural radar. Like he's already like people, he's the face now of this movie. How does it feel to have a breakout character before the movie's even opened?
It's a bit overwhelming. I feel like that Baymax, the reason people like him so much is the way he looks and the way he moves and sometimes the way he talks. So I feel like it's a collaboration of many people make up Baymax. Baymax is an ensemble in himself, just like everybody in this film. But the things that people love about Baymax are not just what I'm doing, obviously. It is the great animation and the great character work. So I feel humbled to be part of something so great, because I look at Baymax and there are things that I had nothing to do with when I watch him. And I'm blown away, and I want to hug him, and I want to watch more of him. He's a great creation, and I can take some little pride in that. But boy, watching him, for me, you know, in the midst of whatever self-loathing I have, watching him, it gives me a little more pleasure than listening to him.
Well, let's talk a little bit about finding the right voice for the character. Were there certain like robot tropes that you were cognizant of that you were like, I got to be mindful I don't, you know, fall into any of those traps or anything like that? You know?
Yeah, I didn't want to go too far either way. I didn't want to be too robotic, and then I didn't want to be too human, and I didn't want him to like have that kind of well-visited idea of the robot that wanted to be human or is trying to be human. We decided very early on that he is a robot, and he's got certain things he says, and he has the ability, because he's a well-made computer, to learn and apply his new knowledge. And so he does change a bit. Hiro does change Baymax a bit, because he does learn things from Hiro. But it's not a great scope of emotion he goes through. But hopefully you can see the slight change that they've had, the big change that Baymax has made in Hiro, and then the small change that that Baymax has because of Hiro. That's what's fascinating to me, is finding the very, very shallow kind of arc of Baymax's character, because by the end you kind of sense what's inside of him, even though he can't really express it. So it was a hard tightrope to walk.
So, all right. So, tell us a little bit about the arc of Hiro in a way, because he is, you know, this movie it's all on you. So, so no pressure.
No pressure. You know, Hiro is your average teenager. He really is. But he's, well, not your average teenager. He's a genius, and his intellect can get him into a little bit of trouble, just because of how smart he is. But he has a really good heart, and you know. I was able to just kind of go in the booth and lend my voice to it and kind of lend my heart to the character. And Hiro goes on this journey that I don't know, I feel like I've been on before, so I was almost able to relate to Hiro in a sense. And Hiro gets, by the end of the film, Hiro gets put on the right path by his friends, by his family, by his companion Baymax, and there are major emotional arcs for Hiro. There are major emotional arcs for Hiro, and it was challenging doing some of those scenes, but I had a phenomenal time, and I think people are gonna love certain scenes, and they're gonna love Hiro because of the heart that's in Hiro.
Tell us a little bit about his bond with Baymax, because I'm a huge dog lover, and when I saw some of the scenes of them together, I'm like, it's like a boy and his giant dog.
It is. No, it really is. Wow. They're made for each other. They're made for each other. Hiro has, like I've said before, Hiro has the brains. You know, he's got the intellect, but sometimes, you know, he can be put on the wrong path, and that's where Baymax comes in. Baymax has a massive heart. That's what he's built and programmed to do. He cares for every single person, whether it is a villain or not. And the two balance each other out really well. Yeah.
Thank you so much for your time today. Thank you. Take care. Thanks. Best of luck with the film.